to BizChicks TV. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Here are your hosts.
Thank you so much, Brittany. We just want to let you know that today we're talking with Robin Shimizu, talking about happy, healthy habits, all the way from Sacramento, California. I'm Terralina from BizChicks, and we just want to welcome you to BizChicks TV. Today, we got a great guest for you, but we always like to get started with a healthy habit. So, without further ado, here is Robin Shimizu. What you got for us today?
Well, I am. Good morning,
Good
Terralina.
morning, beautiful.
Happy Juneteenth also.
Yes, it is Juneteenth, and we're excited.
We're very excited. And tomorrow's the first day of summer.
Oh, it sure is. Is it, or is it the 21st?
Oh, I heard on the news it was tomorrow, but who knows?
Okay.
I'm just repeating the news
Well,
instead
the
of.
news probably knows more than I do.
Oh dear. Anyway, so this morning I just wanted to share with the audience a little bit of information about the health benefits of ginger.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so last week we talked about chia. And it was, I love that because it taught me a lot more about chia. And so same with ginger. And when I was not feeling well during the wintertime, I would drink ginger tea with honey and lemon, Japanese tea with honey and lemon and ginger. But I just did it because that's what I was taught by my mom and, everybody. I don't know. Did you grow up drinking lemon tea? And
I grew up drinking lemon tea, but I don't remember having ginger in it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So ginger is actually not that nutritional. It doesn't have a lot of vitamins and things like that. But the thing that's good about it is that it's an incredible antioxidant.
Ah.
So if you add it to your foods, it helps reduce the oxidation in your body. Okay, so there's a bunch, and I'm going to go really fast because we have Dr. LaWanna Parker with us, and I want to give her some time. Okay, the health benefits of ginger. It may relieve nausea. Now, they say pregnant women shouldn't necessarily eat ginger. So it's not necessarily, it does help with morning sickness, but I don't understand. Anyway, they say, I'm just warning people in the audience. We only talk about these things. We're not giving medical advice and things like that. One of the things that this article did caution is that pregnant women should not eat a lot of ginger, but it does help in alleviating various forms of nausea, motion sickness, and those that you get with chemotherapy.
Oh,
isn't that crazy? So it's really good for nausea. It may aid in weight loss. It's a potential aid in weight loss through various mechanisms. It's known to boost your metabolism, suppress your appetite, regulate your blood sugar, and reduce inflammation. All of which is part of weight management.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. And then I always used it for treating colds and flus. I only bring it out, I only bring it out when I don't feel good. So I'm like, why don't I just drink it every day? Because
that's true. I know we used to drink a lot of ginger ale when our stomach was upset.
Right. Ginger ale. That's what our parents and our grandparents.
Yeah, to settle your stomach.
So it may also help treat cold and flu. It may help reduce, maybe remedial for stomach ulcers. It may reduce arthritis pain. It may relieve asthma. Potential medicine to treat respiratory disorders, including, which is anti-inflammatory properties, and that's how it helps with your breathing system. It may aid in liver protection. It may help relieve muscle pain. It may help manage menstrual cramps. It goes on. It's crazy. It may help control diabetes. It may improve your dental health.
Wow.
It's known as to inhibit bacterial, viral, and fungal infections owing to the presence of the gingerol, which is the what's in it that we're looking for. It's called gingerol, as it helps maintain your oral health by killing pathogens in your mouth. It may
Wow.
help alleviate diarrhea.
Mm-hmm.
It may increase your sexual activity.
Oh.
Anyway, there's all kinds of uses for ginger. You can drink it in tea. You can eat it raw. You can eat it gingered. You can eat it in your food. There's all kinds of ways you can add ginger to your food. They even have it in capsules, so you could take it in capsule form if you like taking capsules. Anyway, just to quickly about some side effects. If you overdo it, some commonly observed side effects are diarrhea, heartburn, upset stomach, hives, swelling, and breathing issues. So, just be cognizant of how you feel after you buy it.
And all things in moderation.
And all things in moderation. So there you go. I'm going to start adding ginger to my morning smoothie.
Wow. I love that idea. It does so much.
It does so much.
Oral hygiene. I mean,
so why not? Why not take it every day instead of when I'm just not feeling well?
exactly.
Okay. So I want to go on and introduce our guest today. We have Dr. LaWanna Parker. She's an international award-winning author, a dynamic speaker, and inspirational specialist who inspires others to overcome life's obstacles with courage and humor. Creator of Courage to Live Your Dreams, she inspires women to unlock their potential and accept their best selves. And I just found something out about LaWanna today. She's got 4 sons, 15 grandchildren.
Oh my goodness.
And 10 great-grandchildren.
Wisdom is about to enter the room.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
I just think that's so beautiful. And can you imagine the picture of her family when they're all together? And then she also, this is really fun. She comes from a family of 14. Between her mom and her dad, there are 14 kids.
Oh, wow.
So talk about a woman who has lots of experiences. With that, let's bring on Dr. Parker. We haven't seen her for a while, so it'd be fun to see her.
Yay! Dr. Parker, welcome to the stage.
Hello, ladies. It is so good to be back here with you.
And vice versa. We are really excited to see you.
Thank you for inviting me. As always, I enjoy being a part of your crew here, so to speak.
Well, it is good to have you in the house. We are amazed at your family, for starters. Can we start with
Hey, and that's just me.
Wow.
That's just me. Just think about all the others and their children and grandchildren. We have definitely populated the future generation.
It's beautiful.
What a nice thing to talk about on Juneteenth. Legacy, right?
Absolutely.
Legacy. Wow.
Absolutely. I like to look at my grandchildren. Well, when they were all being born, I thought, okay, when the last one was born, I thought I have 15 lives to live after I'm gone. And then the grandkids started coming. I thought, oh, I'm going to live that much longer because now I got these grandkids.
Yes.
Each one of them are taking a piece of me, So after I'm gone, a part of me is still going to live on.
It's so beautiful.
Wow. That's a beautiful portrait to just think about. Wow. Congratulations, Dr. Parker.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
What do you have for us today?
Well, today I'm going to talk a little bit about a webinar that I'm going to be doing on July the 10th. I'm really excited about doing this webinar. It's actually my first webinar. I've never done a webinar before. And I'm really excited about this. We're going to be talking about how to manifest through gratitude. And it's really interesting, the things that you can manifest when you understand how it works. And I had to think about things I had done in my past to get some beginning knowledge on this. And then I actually did something about 3 weeks ago, and I was just amazed that it worked. It worked. So I am excited to share some of the steps of how to get into doing this during the
Okay.
time of my webinar. Now, it's
Mhm.
going to be in the evening, so no excuses.
It's a
And it's going to be
Thursday.
on Zoom. It'll be at 5 o'clock, and it's only 45 minutes that I will be sharing this and some other things with you as well. But if you come for no other reason than to learn about the manifestation, you need to come. All right? Because it's not just the fact that we manifest things because we feel we can do it, but it's what God gave us. When Jesus told us, when you ask, believe that you have it.
Yes,
And
and
that's
you
what
shall receive it.
manifestation helps us through. And so
Hmm.
I've tied this all together: journaling, visualization, manifestation, mindset, empowerment, all of that, along with faith, trust, belief. They all go hand in hand and work together. Um,
Yes.
and what I have discovered is that uh, when it comes to manifesting through gratification,
Hmm.
it helps you to receive
Okay. Dr.
more.
Parker, you are buffering.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. We're going to have you keep talking. Let's see if you're going to
It's
stop buffering.
like somebody.
Okay, Dr. Parker. Dr. Parker, you are buffering. So we're going to ask you to go out and come
And I'm
back in and see if we can get a better signal.
I'm giving.
Hmm. Let me see.
Okay. Because we reach out for something big. We hear about manifestation, and they just talk about that, just trying to get out.
This is an important topic, and people don't,
We need that repeated.
we do.
Did I get cut out up there or something?
Yes, you started buffering. So can you repeat what you were saying about manifestation? Because we
Okay.
didn't get any of that.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Yes. Well, what I was speaking of is the fact that we often hear about how you can manifest things, okay? And
Hmm.
it's true, you can. But people who tell us about it, they don't really explain it to us exactly how it works.
Correct.
I'm going to use an example of something I did about 3 weeks ago, because I'm going to talk about this in my webinar, and I thought I better be sure of what I'm talking about.
Hmm.
So I decided I had something coming up and I needed $700 for it. Okay.
Hmm.
And so I said, okay, I'm going to manifest $700 for this particular thing that I needed the money for,
Hmm.
and when I wanted to have the money by. Okay. I had no idea how that was going to happen.
Hmm.
But by me writing it down, getting it, clarifying what I wanted, how much I wanted, when I wanted, I really think that helped, because there's a meeting I go to once a month, and I pick up a friend who can no longer drive because he's 93 years old. Okay. And
Hmm.
DMV told him he can't drive anymore. And that's very frustrating for him. But since it's on my way, I always stop and pick him up. Well, this particular Saturday, he hands me some money. I said, "What's this for?" He said, "You're always so nice. You pick me up, you take me to the meeting, you bring me back home, and you never ask for anything. I want to give you something for doing that." And I said, "Oh, you don't have to do that." And almost as soon as I said, I thought, "Oh, I said I did the wrong thing." And I thought, I didn't say it out loud, but I thought in my mind, I said, "Lord, I'm sorry. You just handed me something and I'm about to shove it back." So I turned around and I said, "Thank you so much. I really appreciate the fact that you're offering me this um, out of the goodness of your heart." I don't remember the exact words, but I
Mhm.
thanked him. And then after I had dropped him off, I made sure I thanked the Lord too, because that
Yes.
was the first step toward that 700.
Awesome.
The next thing, I'm looking around in my purse for something, and I find some money in the bottom of my purse. It had somehow slipped to the bottom of my purse that I did not realize was there.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
More money to add to the pile. Well, and two other things happened. I do the prayer circle on Mondays,
Mhm.
and we were talking about manifestation, and I was sharing with them that I was manifesting, you know. And then after I guess about an hour or so after that meeting, I get a thing from my cash app. One of them sent me some money
Wow.
toward my manifestation.
Mhm.
But the next one that really got me was because I had mentioned to well, what happened was, I'm thinking, okay, now I got this, but I'm still not there. So what am I going to do to get the rest of this?
Mhm.
And then into my head comes this idea about doing the webinar and the a workshop following the webinar, the
Mhm.
upsell, okay? And I start working on it because it came into my head and I thought I should do something. Don't push it aside. Don't leave it there. Do something. So I started putting it together and I get excited. I'm really motivated about this. So
Mhm.
I got everything set up. I even have the outline and everything of what I'm going to be talking about for that day. And I listened to my son. I said, I'm manifesting some money here. And I find myself a little bit short. And he goes, "Mom, don't worry about paying me rent this month." So I got the rest of the money that I needed. So I'm explaining this to you this way because in the past, I wouldn't have noticed those things.
Yes.
In the past, I would not have thought they were related. In the
Mhm.
past, I probably would have convinced this guy, "You don't have to give me that money," not realizing that the Lord was giving me what I had requested. I mean, it came in little pieces,
Yes.
but each time the little piece got a little bigger. And that's when I realized I was on the right track. I need to definitely teach people how to do this because a lot of us don't know
Mhm.
how to manifest things because we're thinking it's like a miracle. Suddenly, what we want is going to happen. Well, no, it doesn't work that way.
Uh-huh.
You have to, when you decide, small pieces that kept getting bigger.
Mhm.
And as I said in the past, I would have missed that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
because what I was learning and that it actually does work,
Oh my goodness.
I was open to things coming to me. And I recognize, not if your request. Well, anytime we are grateful for things, it shifts our energy from lack to abundance. And that is so true because I wasn't thinking about what I didn't have. I was excited about what was coming. Okay. I was
Mm.
not thinking about, oh, I don't have, it's going to be hard to get. I didn't have those negative thoughts in my head. I was thinking about, hey, what's the next step to make sure that this happens? And so when you're thankful for what
This is such an important um, talk, Robin. I'm just concerned that
I don't think she can hear you say maybe you need to come back out.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think she can either. So let me put something up here. Let me put a banner up here so she can see that. Okay, so it looks like she kicked her out. This
Okay.
is such an important
Yes.
topic because I understand what she's saying. She's saying that a lot of times things are manifested for us because we express gratitude before we even receive it. But the problem is a lot of times we don't recognize it when it comes because we are so busy um, being grateful for what we have that we don't realize that it's also we're in a position to receive more.
I think that's the key is being open to receiving
Hmm.
and accepting it when it happens. Because we women have a tendency to say, oh, no, 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 that's okay. Right.
We do it all the time, because I did this out of the kindness of my heart. And that's true. But in the same vein, we need to give other people an opportunity to express their gratitude.
And I have
And
to remember that. Mm.
mhm. And the other thing is, we have to have a spirit of expectation. When you ask for something and you're looking forward to receiving it, you expect it to come. It doesn't always come the way you thought it would come.
Mm-hmm.
Because what if she had started? Dr. Parker says it came in bits and pieces, the money.
Mm-hmm.
What if she had spent the money as it came in different pieces instead of putting it toward one goal,
Exactly.
one objective? Would she have even noticed that it had actually manifested?
Mm-hmm.
So, is this a lesson to us that a lot of things manifest in our lives and we just were not paying attention?
I
And
think
because
so.
we were not deliberate, we missed it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. And I like the when she started when she started out, she says, you have to ask and then believe that
Mm-hmm.
it's going to happen. And I wrote that down like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
got to ask and then believe you have it.
Because when you believe you have it, you're looking for it, you're expecting it.
Right.
Uh, and so it's just like when you're waiting for the bus. If you believe that another bus is coming, you what? You're looking down the street, you're expecting it, the bus is due at this time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. 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 Yep.
Because you believe that there's going to be another bus.
I love this talk. I love it because we talked about gratitude a couple weeks ago, but this
Mm-hmm.
puts it more into context for me that, okay, I'm practicing gratitude, but now I'm going to
I
practice
don't know
gratitude with
what
it.
happened, ladies.
Hi.
Hey, well, we are talking about your topic here about, expecting.
Mhm.
What did you say, Robin? You said the first
Ask
thing you
and
said.
believe you have it.
Hmm.
LaWanna said that, and I
And
wrote that down.
and so I was saying that when you believe you have it, you expect it. It's like when you're waiting for the bus
Mhm.
and you expect another one. You're looking down the street, right? You're
Mhm.
you're actively anticipating that bus coming. You believe it. Hey, you believe it's going to be there, and then you're looking at your watch because you expect the bus to be on time.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
so go back
Absolutely.
and recap because we didn't get that second part that you were talking about.
Okay. Well, as I was trying to close with, is that the fact that I came up with, well, I didn't come up with, I did some studying, and the things, these are the things that I found that most people do, the ones who really work it, is one, they start their day with three things that they're thankful for.
Hmm.
Another is that they speak aloud or write down what it is that they're seeking in their journal. And a third one is that they have to feel the emotion very strongly. You got to really feel that this is yours already. You're just waiting for it to come. It's already yours. It's like you pay for it and it's being shipped to you and you're just waiting for it to arrive. You have to feel, you know how excited you get when you order something off of Amazon, and you can't wait for it to get here, even though sometimes it comes the same day and it comes the next day. You know it's coming and you're real excited about it. Well, that's how you have to feel when it's something that you want to manifest. And that's how I was feeling when I wanted to manifest that $700. I'll admit, I was, when I first did it, I put it on Facebook. This is what I'm going to be doing because I wanted to make sure I did it. And it hit me. You put that out there. Are you sure you know what you're doing? The doubts started popping in. Okay, first thing. And I said, no, I'm going to trust that this works. I'm going to trust that. And I asked God for something that He told me I could have, that I already have it once I asked it of Him. I have to believe it. And I had to make myself stick to that. Every time a negative tried to come in, I kept thinking about, okay, it's coming. It's on its way. It's coming. And that's
And,
not easy. It is
and
not
so,
easy.
no, it's not
Mhm,
because we have to say things. So we have to.
mhm.
He told us to cast down those thoughts, any thought that exalts itself above the name of Jesus,
Mhm,
right? So
mhm.
when doubt comes in, we have to speak to doubt. No, you don't live here. It's just
Yep.
like when people say to me, take care.
Mhm,
I say, no, care is messy. She cannot ride with me, and neither can doubt. Doubt does not live here.
mhm.
You got to find someplace else to squat. I am not receiving that.
I
You
have
have
got
to,
to remember that. I
and
always forget about the take care one, but
yes.
that I like that one you said about the doubt too. Absolutely.
Mm-mm,
You know, I'm sorry, you don't live here anymore.
no, doubt is a squatter. You can
Possibility and uh, I had another one just slipped my mind. But anyway, that's here now. Okay. They now live here. You have to leave. I'm sorry. I'm evicting you.
confidence, right,
Hmm.
lives here. Certainty lives here. And what was the one that Robin mentioned? Belief.
Belief.
Belief. So, Mr. Doubt, you got to find somewhere else to live
Hmm.
because we're not doing you. We are not doing doubt. We are not doing care. We are not doing fear. All of y'all cousins, y'all need to have family reunion somewhere else.
Yeah. In fact, that first book I wrote, I talked about fear and was fear and something else. I forget now. But anyway, I mentioned in there that it knocked on the door. I opened the door and it said, "Come on in." So it took up residence and it lived there telling me what I could and couldn't do. And
Exactly.
it took a lot to get it to leave. So when it comes now, trying to get back in, I have to come up with something else to let it know, I'm sorry, you no longer reside here. This place is taken. It's gone. Your place is gone.
And that's what happens when I have pain. When I have pain,
Mhm.
LaWanna, I speak to it. I say, you know what? Pain, you don't live here. You've been dismissed. You're out. You're out of here. You know how the teacher used to open the door and say, you know, you've been this class is dismissed. You out here.
Now that one I do a lot, and
You gotta
I
go.
really do believe that one of the reasons that I have been blessed to be healthy is because I asked that of God as a kid. I
Mhm.
wanted to be healthy.
Okay.
And anytime I felt like I was getting sick or something, I would go, "Oh, no, 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 I don't get sick. That I'm sorry, I don't get sick."
Mhm.
And so and so I wouldn't get sick because I believe that
It's
he's not going to let
important.
me be sickly.
It's
And so
important
far,
what we say.
knocking on wood, he's kept his word.
Exactly. And I because you are all about journaling,
Hmm.
when we are journaling, we are saying, right,
Hmm.
to our mind what's going to happen. And once you said there's something that happens between here and the pen. What did you use?
Yeah, this it's like I don't know how to explain that, but it's like there's a connection when you write. I mean, I do a lot of stuff on the computer because I love working on the computer,
Mhm.
but there is something special when you pick up a pen, a pencil, or crayon, whatever it is, and you start writing with your hand. It's like it connects with the brain, and the brain go, "Oh, wait a minute, she's serious." Yeah,
It
she's
opens a
serious.
different neural pathway.
Mm-hmm.
There's a connection between the tactile and the brain. And so it opens a different neural pathway
Mm-hmm.
and it seems to stick. I
Right.
know I could study things over and over orally, but
Mm-hmm.
when I would in high school, when I would write it down,
Mm-hmm.
that was back in the day of note cards, and the teacher would give you
Right.
You're
note
right.
cards, right?
Index cards. Yeah.
My mother
Mhm.
always told us, write it down and put it under your pillow. And
I
that
love it
worked. That worked.
because and that is the same process that you were talking about because he said what? Write it down, make it plain so that
Mm-hmm.
others can see it and run with it.
Yep. And I forget where in the Bible that is, but that is in there.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, absolutely. And when we start talking to the brain about the things it can do, it
Mhm.
starts to listen
Yes.
because up until that point, we've been telling it, "Oh, you can't do that.
Right.
You're never gonna have any money. Why you been thinking about it? You just aren't a lucky person." We're telling it off, and the brain accepts that. It accepts whatever we tell it. And when we tell it those things, those are the things that happen to us.
And that's what the Bible tells us, what? You shall
Hmm.
have what you say. What
Hmm.
and whatever you say believing you shall receive. Speak
Hmm.
those things that be not as though they are. And what's it say? And they shall manifest in the natural.
Hmm.
So that if you don't want pain, you tell pain, hey, you don't live here. Get out of
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
If you don't
yeah.
want poverty, you tell, speak to it. So,
So anyway, I really wanted to share that
I
with
love it.
people. So, come out to the webinar. There'll be more explained there,
Oh,
other things. And I'm just 100% excited about doing this webinar. I'll admit, because I've never done one before, those little nervous things, but popping in my head, but I said, nope, I'm doing it anyway. Even if I make a fool of myself, I'm doing this webinar. And
He said,
so
"You shall
I'm
not
really,
be made ashamed, Dr. Parker."
mhm.
And we
Nope.
believe that.
Oh, no, I'm absolutely. I'm simply saying, in case there's somebody else out there who's thinking about what they want to do and they're afraid to do it, do
Mm-hmm.
it. Even no matter what you might be telling yourself up front in the beginning, do it, because once you do it, you go, well, what the heck was I all upset about? I believe it went just fine. What was wrong with me? I just put myself through all of those changes and everything turned out just fine. And that's what I'm believing.
There you
So,
go.
yeah,
And we are in agreement with you that all things are working together for your good.
absolutely. That verse got me through when I lost my son. I know
Mm-hmm.
some people might not understand why that would help me, but it did, because I
Mm-hmm.
believe that the Lord sent me my son at a time when I needed him in my
Mm-hmm.
life. And he allowed me to have him for 23 years. And then it was time for him to come home because he had completed his mission here. And as much as it hurt, and it still hurts when I think about it, because I think, what would he be like today if he was here with us?
Mm-hmm.
I'm grateful for the time that I did have.
Yeah.
Grateful, grateful, grateful.
Mm.
Dr. Parker, we just want to thank you. This is a fabulous topic for this webinar, how to manifest gratitude. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well,
it's July 10th
Mm-hmm.
at 5
5
o'clock.
o'clock,
And
45 minutes. You guys can spare 45 minutes to,
how do we register?
I, I put a link in the private chat if you want to
Oh,
share
there
that
it
with
is.
others. Uh,
and it's scrolling across the screen.
yes, it is.
Okay.
So you
It's
just click on there and register. This is a free webinar, so no excuses. Come on out. And I'm not going to tell you that I'm not going to try to get you to come to the workshop, because the workshop is going to be all important. That's where you get the real meat and potatoes.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
That is where the rubber meets the road.
There you go.
Well, what a blessing to have you this morning, LaWanna, Dr.
Thank
Parker.
you.
Hmm.
It's a blessing to be here. Thank you for inviting me. I always enjoy you ladies.
I'm very excited. I'm going to attend. That's my daddy's birthday, July
Oh,
10th.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's say it again. What's the date? July 10th?
July
July
10th.
10th at 5 p.m.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All
And that's
right.
California time, in case you're on the East Coast.
Yes. So it's going to be 8 o'clock my time. I'm in Pennsylvania right now. But who knows? I may be in California by then.
Well, either way, I hope that you will register and attend the workshop and see what's what. Okay, because I just gave you a kind of an overview of
Hmm.
what was going to
You
be
know
happening.
what else I'd like to hear from you, Lawana, is you said, and it's not easy. And it takes effort. And so I like that part of what your presentation will be, because it's like you're going to help us figure out how to do it ourselves. And that's very exciting.
Hmm.
Yes,
Because we
I
have to
think that
read.
is so important, and this one of the main things that people tend to leave out when they talk about manifestation.
Yes.
It
They
is.
give you the impression that all you have to do is think about what it is that you want, and it's going to happen. But there are
Right.
little things that happen along the way that you have to
Mhm.
be aware of.
I love
And
it.
it does mean taking action. It does
Yes.
not mean you sit there and think it's going to fall from the sky, because you'll
Mhm.
be sitting forever.
Taking action. Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
This is going to be fabulous. Guys, I hope you will register. We're going to make sure that our biz chicks know about it, Luana, because we're all about this. And we
If
are,
it's okay with you, I'll put put the thing in your
Oh, absolutely.
Facebook.
In the group, yes, please do. And over on the BizChicks network, we'd
Okay.
love for you to share with us.
Okay.
Uh, I'm excited. I can't wait to tell Fran about this.
I'm excited too. I feel like a little kid with expecting a brand new toy that I've been
Exactly.
wanting for a long time, and it's finally it's coming. And I can't wait for it to get here.
Well, congratulations, Dr. Parker. And guys, if you're looking to register for this workshop, you can go to LaWannaParker.com/webinar.
Mhm.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We love talking to you, and we look forward to talking to you again soon. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye, ladies.
Bye-bye. Oh my goodness, that was so exciting.
It's always so much fun to see her.
It is. I love talking to Dr. Parker. Dr. Parker, I hope she'll hang around for a little after the show talk. Who do we have coming up
Oh,
now, Robin?
next week we have Maureen Stevenson, our
Hmm.
quintessential coach that does
Hmm.
everything from spirit to fashion. I mean, it's just amazing what she can cover.
I
And then
love the way you phrase that. Spiritual
and
fashion,
then
yes.
after Maureen, we have Lakeisha, and then we have Linus. So
Yeah.
we have a full month coming up in July. So it's going to be
I
exciting.
just love your roster. These ladies, these are some powerhouses. Oh my
Exactly.
gosh.
We're just
Woo!
lucky that they're part of our community, It's
I
just
know. I know it makes me smile and it makes
mhm,
me laugh, and laughter is a merry medicine.
mhm.
So just I'm excited. I don't know what to say.
Oh, we always are excited to see our guests on Thursdays. It's very fun.
It is. It really is. So we look forward to that. And we want to remind you that if you're looking to become a part of BizChicks, you can simply join by texting Biz to 33777, or you can find us at bizchicks.net. We'd love you to share with our community what it is and how you serve. With that, we want to remind you that, hey, we're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle and run a profitable business that's fun to run. Thank you again for all you do, Robin. Your guests are off the charts. With that, we'll see you all soon. Bye bye, everyone.
Thank you for tuning in today. We trust you've learned something to help you build a more profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle. See you next time.